Hello, dear viewers. Welcome to Subjective Historian, where we explore a wide range of topics. Today, we're diving into the fascinating history of alcohol and its role in human civilization. So, when did alcoholic drinks first appear? If elephants in Africa could talk, they might share tales of their drunken raids on peaceful African villages and the locals' battles against elephant drunkenness. I'm serious. The savanna is home to plants that can ferment naturally, and when elephants feast on this wild brew, they get tipsy and start to rampage. But what about humans? It's impossible to pinpoint exactly when the first alcoholic drinks appeared, but we do know that by the 3rd millennium BCE in Mesopotamia, Egypt, and ancient Armenia, beer already existed. Yes, beer, not quite the amber, foamy drink in labeled bottles we know today, but rather clay vessels filled with a fermented grain mash sipped through straws. Digging deeper, it's possible that as early as the 11th millennium BCE, the Natufians gathered wild barley to make one of the first alcoholic drinks. Beer appeared long before wine, mead, or other alcoholic drinks, and reigned supreme for quite some time. Beer had a double or even triple value. It was a mildly intoxicating drink, a valuable source of calories, and a safe beverage since it was brewed with a small percentage of alcohol. Beer remains a beloved drink for hundreds of millions worldwide. But soon a rival emerged: wine. It appeared in the same region as beer, just a bit farther north, in the valleys of the Caucasus, the Armenian highlands, and northern Mesopotamia. Wine, a product of grape fermentation, is made exclusively from grapes, unlike beer, which can be brewed from any grain, including sprouted rice in China. Although we have so-called palm wine, apple wine, and date wine, traditional wine is always made from grapes. Wine, like beer, soon began to shape and develop civilizations. Grapevines thrive only in particular climates, not too hot, not too cold. The Caucasus region, and later ancient Greece, spread the culture of wine across the Mediterranean for millennia. Wine became the basis of trade in the Mediterranean, leading to a multitude of varieties and flavors, with honey and spices often added for taste. Ancient Mediterranean civilization was essentially built on wine. Wine's intoxicating effects surpassed those of beer, and it even had its own god, Bacchus. In Greece and Rome, wine replaced beer, and even children drank diluted wine. Packed with sugars, it energized great minds like Aristotle, Plato, Pythagoras, and Socrates. As they say, truth is in wine. Wine remained unrivaled until the Middle Ages. It dominated from the Caucasus to northern Europe, but the warm Mediterranean world began to cool in the 5th century, not only due to invasions, but due to a climate shift, and beer surged back into popularity. In the Near East, the rise of Islam marked the end of wine's dominance, as Prophet Muhammad forbade wine for the faithful. In Europe, warming between the 9th and 13th centuries revived wine's popularity, but the Little Ice Age of the 14th century restricted its growth region. Beer, along with its cousin ale, regained prominence. Yet people are innovative, and they developed distillation, the art of converting wine and grain mash into an ethyl alcohol solution, or the water of life, aqua vitae. By the 15th century, we had whiskey, brandy, cognac, gin, and other familiar alcoholic drinks with 30 to 50% alcohol. Wine, in a way, gave rise to burnt wine, brandy and cognac, while beer indirectly led to whiskey, gin, schnapps, and vodka. And what about our Captain Flint and his pirates? What did they drink? They had a taste for something different: rum, a product of the sugarcane industry. This strong, aromatic spirit, distilled from molasses, originated in Barbados and became known as Caribbean rum. Pirates loved it, as do millions of fans worldwide. Captain Flint loved rum for one simple reason: it was very cheap and accessible. That's all for today, folks. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and give it a like. See you next time.